Again, I get harassed.
Yo, David gets bullied everywhere he goes, man.
What the fuck is it about me that everybody feels like they can harass me?
Hey, leave it in the comments below. Why do you think David gets bullied so much? Or why do people choose to disrespect him so hard to his face?
The level of disrespect that I always get at a gym specifically, it's like, you don't belong here. The fucking disrespect. So first of all, when I go to a gym,
show me who this guy is.
I don't want to see him. I don't even go to work out anymore. I just hit the sauna. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Genius Brain Podcast. We got the fucking crew back today. We got Stranger Things Pat going on here.
I'm ready to get molested in the 80s. What it is.
Is that the plot? Is that what happens? He gets molested?
That's all the show's about. Yeah, that demon comes and just, I'd be licking asses in the 80s.
I don't remember Stranger Things at all.
It's good.
It's
really
not about
good.
anybody getting molested, I don't think.
Shut up. I
remember the first season being really good, but then after that, I didn't watch
It's all the same shit. It's the monster comes back, and then they're like, oh, they're about to die, and they get saved by the government.
That's negative, huh?
I know.
This guy, dude.
But it's fun along the way, though.
Sesame Street has representation now. They got one little gook in there, and everybody's like happy as hell.
PC everything. I'm into it, dude.
You into it? You like it?
You guys fucking hear about the Jake Paul fight?
Yeah.
Tyron Woodley
getting his fucking scraps back.
Bro, I just feel like he's gonna let us down once again. I really do. I'm just like
negative over here.
Dude, I'm rubbing off on you, huh?
Dude, he's gonna let us down. I just have a feeling that.
Don't say that, dude.
I mean, I don't want him to. Obviously, I'd like it if he knocked him out, but I just the way he fights, he's too conservative.
Okay, so Dylan Dennis, he went on I think some interviews and was saying that
the Goomba.
Yeah, the Goomba looking motherfucker. He was saying how there's a clause in the fight potentially of Tyron Woodley not being able to knock out Jake Paul. You think that's true?
I mean, if that's true, it kind of makes sense because after he cracked him, he just kind of stalked him.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything.
It was just odd, right?
Yeah. There was a clause saying Tyron Woodley could not knock him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which And
Dylan Dennis said this?
Bro, he was negotiating both parties. He was the Bob Arum of this transaction.
Dylan Dennis was.
Yeah, he's a manager now.
What the fuck?
I will barely speak English. That's dumb as shit.
What are you talking about?
He mumbles hard, dude. His jaw is too far forward like this.
I wonder if that's true because that fight, because I saw him chase, that was the part where I was screaming. I was like, knock him out. And he just kind of just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So that would make sense.
Because it was just so weird. And I feel like there's money to be made for both of them. And it's kind of in Tyron Woodley's best interest if there's some weird stuff like that happens. You know, and then there's a potential for another fight because it kind of worked out in the way.
If he loses to Jake Paul 2 times in a row,
that's it.
It's just everything that he has done in his career is
over.
Disappeared.
Yeah, it disappeared.
Nobody gives a fuck anymore. It's like you lost to a fucking YouTuber that boxed for 3 years. Like
twice.
2 times.
I'd kill myself. How about that, huh?
Oh.
Tyron Woodley, that first match was fucking frustrating. So if he comes back and he knocks him the fuck out in the second round, give him a fucking UFC belt again.
Give him the heavyweight title.
Honorary belt. I don't give a fuck what it is. I actually don't particularly want Jake Paul to lose though.
Yeah.
I don't wish anything bad upon him. I just like Tyron Woodley that much. So I want him to win.
I want to see him get a W at least. Or just to redeem himself. Because
that's so sad to say that though, that he has to redeem himself against Jake Paul.
But he has a second chance. He got a second shot at it. That's the crazy part. Whoever thought he was good. I didn't think they were going to fight again.
Did you think that Jake Paul would beat Tommy Fury or the other way around?
No.
I don't know.
I've actually never seen Tommy Fury box, but
I saw him box at that same match that they boxed when Tyron Woodley was boxing.
Sure.
I guess, I think technique wise, he's a lot cleaner, right? I mean, obviously he's a fucking Fury, right?
Yeah.
But he's not that great either from the looks of it because they both just started. They actually have similar boxing experience in terms of years of fighting pro.
Oh.
So I think they both are on par. That's why that fight was actually pretty exciting because they had similar levels and similar victories and similar wins. They're both quote unquote undefeated. Difference is that Tommy Fury actually fought real boxers.
He's like 7-0 or something.
Yeah.
He has a pretty good record compared to Jake Paul, who's only fought like the most random people of ever.
I would just imagine anybody that really boxes will beat Jake Paul.
Yeah.
That's why I was just like, yeah, I'm sure this guy's
Chael Sonnen loves Jake Paul though. He says he's the real fucking deal.
Chael Sonnen does?
Chael Sonnen.
He blows smoke up everyone's butt.
Well, Chael Sonnen has not predicted a fight well in the last 30 years.
He's the kiss of death. Yeah. If he says you're going to win, you'll usually lose.
Yeah, right.
Everyone's just like, oh, fuck. Uncle Chael picked so-and-so.
Did you hear what Tommy Fury and what's their dad's name?
I don't know. I thought it was Tyson. I thought
I mean, Tyson Fury's dad. What's their dad's name?
I thought it was just Tyson too. I thought he was like a senior.
Tyson. Like his first name is Tyson.
Tyson Fury, bro.
John Fury.
John Fury.
Yeah,
John
that's
Fury,
what it
dude.
is. So John Fury was saying that
Sick.
if Tommy lost to Jake Paul, that he was going to retire himself. He goes, he will never be allowed to box again.
I think that's fair. I
Which
think you
is
have to,
crazy.
That is crazy.
he's a part of like a legendary family.
Of
And if he-
gypsies.
gypsies, boxing gypsies. Though.
Yeah.
So if he loses to fucking Jake Paul, that's like a
You'd have to.
yeah, bro.
I appreciate
like
that,
that.
Hunter. That's
He's
like,
like,
yeah.
if you lose to this YouTuber, YouTuber, you know?
Yeah.
if you lose to this bum, this YouTuber, he said he was gonna fucking retire him, and he was dead ass serious. He goes,
Wow.
if you lose to this guy, your fucking career's done. I will never allow you to box.
He's gonna sacrifice him, dude, to the woods, to the forest, or some shit.
This is my son.
But think about that though, like Tommy Fury, and I'm sure like you could reinvent
Handsome
yourself.
fuck.
I was gonna say, look at Tyson Fury, and then look at that fool. Like,
Dude, I would
how
suck
are
his
they
face
related?
off.
Completely different bodies too.
How are they related?
They both have the
Half-
longest
half.
arms
Half
Yeah, half siblings.
different moms.
I think so. Yeah.
for sure.
I got John Fury, huh? Slanging it.
I'm trying to see what Tommy Fury's mom looks like. Yo.
Me libido
Damn.
is also fury.
Just coming in
Wow.
everybody.
Fucking bums. All
But
of you YouTubers.
But if he's an up and coming boxer and he loses to a YouTuber and he's fighting real boxers,
Yeah.
that's a
a
stain
wrap.
on your career. And I'm sure he could reinvent himself, but he's always gonna be the guy that's like, oh, that's the guy that lost to fucking Jake Paul.
That's a wrap.
But unless he has a crazy prolific career afterwards,
because the only thing that makes sense now is that, like I said, their trajectory is kind of similar, and then on top of that, he's actually the same size.
Yeah.
For the first time, he's gonna box somebody that's his size,
True.
similar reach, maybe even longer. Who knows? And now he has to deal with bigger opponents.
Yeah.
And then you have fucking Tommy Fury, who's probably also sparring his brother, who's a fucking giant.
Yeah.
Right.
He looks like a Pac-Man, long, no torso, just fucking long ass limbs and shit. So I wonder who broke his ribs, because so he had a chest infection and he also had a fractured rib.
Fuck.
That's why he had to pull out,
it's a doozy, bro.
which is kind of hard because he was talking a lot of shit. He goes, I wish you would pull out. If you fucking pull out, you're a pussy.
Yeah.
And he's the one who had to. So he has to deal with those comments now, which, by the way, is kind of hard to fucking swallow
Yeah.
because people are shitting on him right now.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? You're
What are you
injured.
gonna do?
You're injured. You know.
Broken ribs is pretty rough.
Chael Sonnen
Yeah.
says it's not a big deal though. That's what he said.
Really?
He
Chael
goes
Sonnen-
like, it's not a big deal to have broken ribs. People have fought through that shit. But I'm like, I don't know, Chael.
Yeah, I do not
Yeah,
know.
that's
You
that
lost to
shit.
Tito Ortiz. I think you should probably shut the fuck up at that point.
You got guillotined by him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say that as somebody who's never fought in his life, but you're
Yeah,
a little
dude.
pussy, Chael Sonnen.
Yeah, bro.
I'm kidding. I love Chael, dude.
Chael is cool.
I fucking
like
love
Chael.
Chael. He's the original Colby Covington.
He
Yeah.
is. He's the one that started it all.
He
I
did it at
think.
the highest level. He started the trash talk. in
Yeah,
UFC.
he started it.
He was the guy. Nobody else did it
With
before
the
him.
Anderson Silva, you absolutely suck. He was the best at shit talking, hands down.
Did
So
he
good.
Did he shit talk Brazil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
he was like, "You guys are all fucking filthy." Something like he was going
Filthy
off. yeah.
He's like the
Animals.
American kids are playing like on the playground, and you look over and there's like Brazilian kids playing in the mud, like all sad and shit.
dog.
He was
That's
talking
rough,
in Brazil, I
dude.
think. He was
He would
talking
just think
mad
of those
shit.
disses like on the spot.
Yeah, he would just go. He was going for
That's
it.
pretty good.
Yeah.
What
That's a
did he
sick
say
burn.
to Tito Ortiz? That was
About his
literally-
wife.
Oh,
yeah. bro.
Something about
Sucking too. Something about sucking.
something about making money on their back or sucking.
Oh,
or
yeah.
some
With their
shit
mouth.
like that.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
their
yeah,
mouth.
yeah,
Yeah.
And Tito was like, bro, he was
Ooh.
stuttering.
What are you gonna say?
Yeah, he got nothing to say.
Your wife sucked dick on camera. The most
Multiple
famous,
times.
also the most famous to do it. you
Yeah,
know?
that's true.
That's how good she
She was like the OG, right? Jen
She's-
Jameson?
Jen
Is that who he's
Jameson.
married to?
He's married
Yeah.
to Jenna Jameson?
He was.
He was.
He was.
I think they've obviously had problems, and she's crazy, and I think he has custody of the kids. That's how bad she was.
Oh, Jenna Jameson's nuts, huh?
Yeah,
Hell
she
she
was
was
like-
she's a porn
She's
star.
probably one of the
an
like
OG.
classically pretty porn people ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
she
there
was the
that
original.
That was the era of like blonde porn stars with big old tits. Like that was the heyday. you
There's
know?
no like porn megastars anymore. Anybody can do porn now.
Anybody could. There's like I guess the ones that popular
Patrick
ones,
Riley.
but like not like that. You're right. It's not the same thing. Like she was like a cultural icon.
She's
You
a
know?
millionaire. She actually made a business off of everything. I think
Oh yeah,
I forgot which company it was, but it's actually in Los Angeles. But I heard she was like became a big exec of it, or she owns it now. It was like the biggest porn company ever before, Pornhub and all the free porn came out.
Uh-huh.
But
Wow.
she was like top tier shit. So she took her porn career and actually made a really great business out of it.
Mm.
So smart, dude. So who knows? And I gotta tell you, I don't like what's his name, Tito. So I'm pretty sure it's Tito's fault, dude. 100%.
I agree.
I hate Tito Ortiz.
Did he was the mayor of Huntington Beach or
That's
whatever?
so crazy.
Which is the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
How the fuck did he win?
How did that happen?
He's the Huntington Beach bad boy, bro. Who else are they gonna have as mayor?
Is that his actual nickname?
Yeah.
That's fucking.
Remember with the fire on the shorts?
Ugh.
I remember sometimes back in the day, this is back when we were training together, like early, like 2010-ish. There was a guy that would always come in the gym, or there was multiple people that come in the gym with the Tito Ortiz shorts.
Oh my God.
100% chance that they were always fucking assholes. Like they just were so fucking
I'm
annoying.
surprised
For
Tito
sure.
Ortiz didn't come out with a fucking white pillowcase over his head. This fucking white ass Mexican. He loves white people so
Bro,
much.
He's the
I didn't even know
whitest
he was
dude
like
ever.
Mexican.
Yeah, I guess he is.
Racial
right?
draft, he's fucking on the white.
On the white side?
The whites
Yeah,
are picking
you think
him
so?
up. Huntington Beach?
Huntington Beach bad boy?
That might be one of the whitest fucking towns of all time. You know?
Yeah, it's up there.
It's pretty
It's up
fucking
there.
white.
I fucking miss watching like the old UFCs though. I was watching, they put all the old classic clips. They would just football kick each other in the fucking face.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was
It
so
was.
brutal.
Bad, dude. Who's was it the first one where the sumo dude lost his tooth?
Yeah.
The Hawaiian dude, and
Yeah.
it just flew out the fucking
Chemo?
cage.
Is that
You
what?
talking about
No,
chemo?
there's like a skinny white dude in gi pants, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
the French
yeah,
guy,
yeah, yeah.
And he
French
kicks
dude.
this like huge Samoan dude
That's
in the
right.
face, and it was like the first fight ever, and they were like, "All right, enough." Dude, I remember they used to have the old UFCs in Blockbuster. Like this is back in the day, like ultimate knockouts, right? It was like Ken Shamrock with like lightning bolts behind him on the cover, like, and I rented it. I got my dad to rent it. And I took it to my aunt's house, and there was like a family party going on. I was like, let's watch this. And I put it on, and everyone was horrified. They're like, oh my God, like, what is this? Like, ah. And it had that knockout. It had like a bunch of, I think it had like some crazy Ken Shamrock ones. It had one where the dude's just punching a guy in the balls.
Yes,
Oh,
that was the
yeah.
thing that shocked me the most. I completely forgot that ball strikes were allowed.
We gotta bring
Yeah.
that back.
But there's a guy who had like side mount, and he was just crushing his ball
Socking balls.
straight up, and the fool was fine.
It was the dude from Austin Powers. Remember, there was like an Asian dude, and
Oh,
he had
yeah,
like
yeah,
a hat.
yeah.
It was that guy getting his balls destroyed by some fucking.
Like the
Ancient
actual
Shaolin
dude?
technique, yo.
I think it was actually that guy. That
That's
guy actually
fucking
fought.
Funny.
You ever
dude.
see those Asian dudes that like the Shaolin monks that just take all the ball kicks?
Mm.
It's like, what's the point of that, bro?
Hey, don't ask Asian.
That's mental strength,
The
Bro.
the DK shit. You wanna talk about that?
DKU. Do
What
you
the
know who
fuck is that?
DKU is?
No.
Oh,
Donkey
dude.
Kong?
He's the Korean version of the Detroit Urban Survival Tactic Training. That
Yeah.
guy. He's
But-
like the Chinese version, Korean.
But is he serious?
Okay, so
because the
DK
DKU, the other guy's joking, right?
So
I don't
No,
DKU
know.
because I saw
is-
one where he's definitely
He's in
gotta
on the
be
joke?
joking. Yeah, he's in on
Well,
the
he's
joke.
in
Sorry.
on the joke, but that's his actual business. He's for real.
There's one where the guy dies and goes to heaven,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
he's
yeah.
in
Shows up
heaven
too.
with
And he's like, always go to your training.
Go to training.
And
They're like,
he's
what
right.
do
You got to go to your training, bro. You can't just learn one move and think you're good. You got to train that shit.
Okay, wait, who's DKU?
So
Who's
DKU is a South Korean instructor that kind of developed his own fighting style. So people were kind of calling him like the rebirth of Bruce Lee, right? So he's taking all these different
not.
type of modalities
Oh, wow.
and creating his own fighting style, right? So he uses one specifically that I didn't really know about, which is called Sistema. Sistema is like a Russian military, and they kind of use like this weird whipping form where, yeah, it's you keep your body loose. So I literally had to
Pretty
read this up because I couldn't stop giggling watching people do this. So it's the essential thing is like when you hit something like a whip, and I'm not sure, this is not exactly from a Wikipedia thing. I read it from somebody else's comment in Reddit.
Russian
Uh-huh.
translation.
And it was from somebody who bought his instructional shit. Guess who else bought it? Joe Jisukawa. So
He did buy it. He did. He was
He did
telling
buy
us
it.
about it.
and so when
And
you,
not in a funny way, like he actually
He
bought
was
it.
like, yo,
He
there's
like
some good
legit
shit in
bought
there.
Yeah.
so like when you whip somebody with the whip, right? The strongest point is at the tail end, right? The snap.
Right.
So that essentially is what these punches mimic. So he'll do something where he'll whip his arm so you keep your body really loose to conserve energy.
Yeah, of
And at the end point is when you strike really hard, like a whip. So he does. And so you kind of watch these videos, right? When I first watched it, I was pretty amazed how fast he was,
Okay.
right? So, oh, this guy's really fucking quick. But it's the most ridiculous shit. It's like he'll hit you like 10 times really soft, and then somebody will grab him. He'll shoulder bump this person off, and they'll fly away.
Oh, okay.
So DKU,
Good shit.
a lot of people fuck with DKU a lot.
Uh-huh.
As a Korean person, I love you. As a human being, what the fuck, man? He's 42 years old, decides to go do a boxing match with a 30. He was in the UFC apparently.
Yeah, he was in like the Ultimate Fighter. I think he fought in the Ultimate Fighter.
Which, first of all, if you saw a picture of him, he's 32. He looks like he's 70. He looks like shit.
And he outweighed him by like 20 pounds.
Oh, way more than that.
DKU outweighed the UFC
No.
the other
DKU
way.
He's a British guy. His name was like Bradley Scott, I think.
Yeah, Bradley Scott. So he was actually in the UFC.
And he could strike. He got nice hands actually. Like I was looking through his Instagram the other day, and he was like boxing and stuff, and he was like showing some sparring rounds. He's like one of those British guys that just are really into boxing. Like he has really technical hands. Like he was pretty good. He's a big guy.
He does not look anything like how he did in the UFC. He gained like 40 pounds, lost all of his hair. He's bald as fuck. He looked older than DKU, and DKU was 10 years older than him. So it was a 42-year-old versus a 32-year-old, and he outweighs him by at least 40 pounds.
Damn.
And so DKU took on this match. One of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen in my life.
It was bad.
It was horrendous.
He kept falling on the ground.
It was Gremolata, dude. It was fucking
Gremolata, dude.
He kept like complaining to the ref, like he's like hitting me in the back of the head, like he was like
DKUS.
Yeah, but it was just hella goofy, bro. Like it just wasn't a good look. Like,
did the English dude crack him?
Tried his best. I mean, DKU is he's what's the word? He's
elusive.
He's a charlatan.
You know, just like, get the fuck off me. You know, like he'll wiggle around you. You know what I mean?
It looked like he didn't want to be in the exchanges.
It was wiggling.
Well, he was doing his stuff that he does in his videos where he kind of flicks out his hands. But as we all know, when you flick somebody in the face, what damage does it really do besides sting?
Yeah, right.
It doesn't do shit. So he's doing his hands down thing, the Sistema type of like whipping arm shit. And so the way he throws his jab, he kind of lunges forward and he whips it out.
He's a lot of energy.
And I guess you kind of tap him a little bit, but he's just gonna walk right through that shit.
Right, exactly.
Especially he's way bigger.
He's way bigger. Yeah, it was
like
the
low
low
velocity there.
Wow.
And I heard he was making excuses too after about why.
What was he saying?
Lost. I don't know.
How did it end?
It was
Decision?
in Korean or some shit. I just stopped listening.
I heard the commentators were really biased. Like anything he would do, they were all like, "Oh my god, he's still in it!" Like they were hyping him up.
I think they had to because he was getting his ass whooped.
Oh, of course, because it's a South Korean promotion, no?
Yeah, it was a South Korean promotion, but I feel like they had to do that because if they don't, it's just them making fun of him the whole time. You know, because
that's cool too.
Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is.
It was bad, dude.
Damn, I gotta watch this.
They should just do a Sistema match. Is there such thing? They should do that. I don't like when these like DKU. He shouldn't be boxing anybody.
He's fast. I'll give him that.
Did it end?
But his range of motion is punches like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. I gotta say nice things because you know Korea never lose. You know,
so he won that fight.
Oh, he definitely won, dude. In the Korean community's eyes, he won, dude.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, he fought a guy that was 500 pounds more than him.
Yeah.
Was it decision or did he get stopped?
I think it was a decision, but honestly, I want to say the UFC guy pulled back, but I don't think he did either. I think that dude was also tired as well because he was really out of shape. You know, he was. I saw his matches in the UFC. He's actually a jiu-jitsu guy.
Really?
Yeah, he's not a striking dude at all whatsoever. So when you kind of looked at his striking even in there, I thought his boxing was going to be better than what it actually was.
Really? When the videos I saw, I was like, his boxing's pretty nice.
Did you see the actual fight though? I did see the fight. He was doing great body shots.
I saw one combination, and that was enough for me to be like,
I can't watch this.
I was like, that's all I have to see. Yeah, because I heard the fight wasn't even that good. Like it was just DK kind of running around, and it wasn't like a real fight.
He was like fumbling. He was falling to the floor. So he kept on trying
to do like front rolls and shit.
Front rolls. So he was like trying to body lock him, but he would just chuck him off, put his weight on him, throw him off, frame him off, and he would just fly and roll to the floor, saying like he punched me in the back of the head. It's like, bro, I thought you were the ultimate guy.
Yeah, right.
He was supposed to fight somebody else, wasn't he? DKU?
He was supposed to fight the Chinese dude that beats up everybody.
Yeah, he beats up all those poor Tai Chi masters.
Yeah,
like damn, bro,
that
really
fight would have made more sense. That fight would have made more sense.
I just don't like this. Like, I get it, bro. These kung fu masters, a lot of them are all charlatans. They're teaching people nonsense. But like, they're also 70 years old, and this this thick ass Chinese MMA fighter. Hey, power to you, bro.
He's just whooping everybody's ass.
Beating the fuck out of this is elder abuse, bro. He started Asian hate. He's the one that went around beating up all these old Chinese people.
Let me show you Americans how to really fuck up Asian people.
Yeah, dude. And it's like, yeah, they know Tai Chi and they know like their kooky ass martial arts that don't work. But I'm like, you know it don't work. You really gotta go and fucking
like the
break
Chinese,
their nose.
Because his main goal, I forgot what his name is, but
he kind of tight thought like him.
His main thing is that he's trying to show that all this kung fu wizardry is not real, right? But the thing about that stuff is also embedded into culture, and these dudes,
it's different context.
Who know? First of all, Tai Chi is like a meditative thing, right? And you know these Tai Chi masters are saying that they could beat up anybody. but they're also like 60 years old. Let them say what they want.
Yeah, they're all kooks.
Everybody knows they're not going to beat up anybody. So what's the point of this shit?
It's like when your grandparents say crazy shit, you're going to correct them every single time. You know how exhausting that is? Yeah. It's just like, you got to let them just say their shit because they're old.
It is kind of funny though.
Outdated.
That he's just knocking the shit out of all these old motherfuckers.
He's like
their own motherfucker. Same team, man. Same
the old motherfuckers. They just let him loose in the retirement home. He's just beating the shit out of everybody.
That's elder abuse. He takes their money from them.
But you know what happened to that fool though, right?
What happened?
So he went to a Thai kickboxing gym and he got fucked up.
Oh, for sure.
So he went to, he does his MMA stuff. He's not that great of a fighter. Like he's
a wild boy.
He's a little bit below average at best.
Dude,
that's why you got to beat up all these old Chinese people.
That was a disappointing thing too. It's like, you're not even that great yourself at your modality.
He's a bully.
You're a bully.
I don't like that shit.
That's
dude.
true.
So he goes into a fucking Muay Thai kickboxing gym, right? These guys fucked him up, dude. Like the way he fucked up those guys fucked him up.
Damn.
Flying knees, grabbing the back of his head, kneeing his face in. He was bleeding from his mouth. Like
I think I saw that clip actually.
Dog. It's literally 10 minutes of him getting murdered.
Wow. What's his name?
4 people.
What's his name?
Some Chinese.
I'm Chinese.
The Destroyer.
The Destroyer of
the
old people.
Destroyer.
Yeah.
He's over here just giving fucking 70-year-old CTE.
Let me tell you this, dude. Fucking South Pass Gym. Again, I get harassed.
Yo, David gets bullied everywhere he goes, man.
What the fuck is it about me that everybody feels like they can harass me?
Hey, leave it in the comments below. Why do you think David gets bullied so much? Or why do people choose to disrip him so hard to his face?
The level of disrespect that I always get at a gym specifically, it's like, you don't belong here. The fucking disrespect. So first of all, when I go to a gym,
show me who this guy is.
I don't want to see him.
I don't even go to work out anymore. I just hit the sauna. I'm just known as the sauna guy.
Hey, wait till that juice bar opens up. David's just gonna be chilling.
He's
at the
gonna
bar,
be Mr.
dude.
Juice.
Mr. Juice.
Mr. Juice
Check it
is
out.
back.
After I sauna, guess what I do? I get me a kombucha.
Kombucha, nice. Yeah.
Like a pussy.
Yeah, cool yourself off.
You know, every time I fucking pay for it, somebody hear pussy. Excuse me. What'd you call me?
Who? What'd you call me, Josh?
What? That's 380 pussy.
Josh.
Thank you.
What?
But so when you go to this gym, they have a dedicated sauna that you have to book ahead of time, right? Now, when you book this, there's a double confirmation. So you book the time slot and then you say book to confirm. That's how you get it. So I go to the gym. It's my sauna time, right? Because it's time for me to work out. Go to the gym to hit the sauna. Get inside there, and I see a guy wearing one of those little sweatsuits, little swishy sweatsuits, right? Those sauna sweatsuits.
Yeah.
Like 5'8", 5'9" wide dude. And I knock on the door, tap, 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 tap. Very nice.
He can say it's a see-through.
It's see-through glass.
But you're
tap and I open and I'm like, hey brother, I booked the 115 to 2.
And it's also a 120 right now.
And then
get the fuck out of here.
And I closed the door. By the way, I showed up like around 1:30. So I was already 15 minutes late. So I just closed it. And then he comes out. When he comes out, he fucking swings the door at me. Like a little.
So he's the reason why the door is broken.
So I was boom, opens up. I'm like, and I kind of moved back. He goes, so you just turned the fucking sauna off on me? First of all, number one, swung the door at me. Don't curse at me.
Yeah.
He said, fucking sauna. So now it's like, oh,
that's aggressive.
He's mad at me.
Yeah.
And so I'm stopping. I look at him. I'm like, hey, just to let you know, I can't turn off the sauna. The controls are on the inside.
Yeah.
Did you call him a fucking idiot afterwards?
And so he was like, yeah, so you just turned that shit off on me? Cursed at me twice now. I'm already pissed. And I'm like, hey, I don't think you know how this works. I can't turn off the sauna. And I said it just like that. The controls are on the inside. So there's a timer. If it turned off, it probably turned off because so it's just a coincidence that right when you open the door, it just turned off. I was like, guy, what don't you understand? I physically can't, there are no controls on the outside. I started pointing at the box. I was like, look, where's the buttons?
There's a control panel that controls everything on the inside.
And I grabbed the remote. This is for the light. You can't turn it off. And so he just kind of sits down. I'm like, whatever. And I go inside. The fucking sauna's cold. He didn't turn on the sauna. He was sitting in there for 20 minutes with the sauna off in a sauna suit. Idiot.
Dumbass.
So now I'm even more mad.
Yeah.
Because the sauna's cold.
Yeah. And as a courtesy, at this gym, you should always turn on the sauna ahead of time.
Yes.
Because motherfuckers be turning that shit off.
Yeah.
And you got to leave it, you got to pay it forward to the next person. So by the time they get in there, it's already 150.
True.
So this fucking idiot, the thing is off.
Let it cook.
And I'm getting more. So I sit there, I walk outside. I was like, hey, let me show you something real quick. And I turn the thing on. It's at 110 degrees. You were sitting in a cold sauna.
Fucking idiot.
You didn't even turn the sauna on.
You were in room temp, below room temp, dog.
I was like, it
80 degrees, bruh.
I was like, He was just sitting there and he didn't say anything. I was like,
Yeah, moded. He got
the
moded.
sauna's not, you didn't even turn it on. You sat in a cold sauna for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He probably thought he was getting good work too. Like, damn, I got the sauna suit on. Like, this
Your
is
fucking
good.
sauna suit you wearing, you idiot.
And then
Cutting
he
weight.
sat there. And this is the thing too. He just goes, yeah, whatever. And I was like, hey, hold on a second.
yeah, fuck you, dude. Let's break this guy's legs.
And so there's like people watching at this point. There's like a couple people watching because I'm getting a little fucking angry. I was
Yeah.
like, hey, let me ask you something. Are you fucking mad at me? And he was like, no, we're good. I was like, no. You're mad at me. Why are you mad at me? What did I do to you for you to be mad?
Yeah,
Because
right.
clearly
Fucking
I didn't touch
idiot.
anything. You're actually in my time slot. He goes, well, we probably got double booked. I was like, fine. If we got double booked, is that my fault? And is that right for you to get mad at me? Is that okay for you to act the way that you're acting?
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, it's cool. I'm good. I was like, no, it's not I'm good. I'm not good. I
Yeah,
was
right.
like, you fucking swung the door at me. And now you're giving me a fucking attitude because you don't know how to use this machine.
Because you're stupid.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, so are we good now? And
Yeah,
he goes,
right.
we're fine. Then I go,
No apology?
No
bro?
apology.
Hey,
Wow.
my bad. I was tripping.
Yeah, right.
and I told him to right at the end. I was like, most likely what happened, because I done it too, is that you didn't double confirm. You booked the thing and it didn't happen. So that's why. But I booked it. So I didn't kick you out. You didn't turn it on and you sat in the cold sauna.
So the best part is you
Right.
keep mentioning.
Yeah.
It was a cold sauna.
So I go in there, right? And I see this, I'm sitting there. And then for some reason, I started feeling bad because he didn't get his sweat in. So I opened up the door. I was like, would you like to sit in with me as well?
Oh, you invited him in?
I invited him in. He
You're
goes,
nice.
so whack, bro.
he goes, no. He goes, no, okay, I'm good. And then I'm
Wow.
just like,
Hey, you're so
Yeah,
whack.
actually, I think you handled that really well.
But that you are a nice guy for asking him. That's a very polite.
Yeah.
Did he kind of like smile a little bit, like he was trying to be mad, and then you asked him, and he was like, "No, it's okay, thanks, man." Like he was kind of
I
like
think
coy
the
about
weird
it.
thing is like, how do you swing a door at somebody and not expect to get socked? Like, I think he's very lucky. I'm not just quick to just punch somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can't just like do that to somebody.
No.
And so,
I think it's just somebody, he probably just hasn't been hit before. Because like if like you understand, like you got to treat people with a certain amount of respect, or dude might swing
you know
on
what
your
it
ass.
is? I smile too much, man. I knocked on that stupid glass door and I was like, hi, you know?
Hey, I'm in 5 minutes. Thank you.
1:15 to 2 o'clock is mine.
Sorry, I'm a little late. It's 1:30, but I'm here to use the sauna. That's you sound like you
And I
idiot.
tipped off my hat to him. I was like, good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
And this guy's like, I'm gonna punk this Korean British pussy.
Hey, that is pretty. You know what though? That is pretty nice of you. You asked him to come back in.
Yeah, I think you handled
You
that
going-
really well.
You getting soft, David.
I think it's
Yeah.
good.
Hey, 2022
Ah,
David?
2022
dude.
David is a new David, bro.
I'm
You're
trying to
new
be a
guy.
lot nicer.
2022.
2022.
2022. No, I think you handled that well. But also, too, like, who knows? Maybe he just had a bad day. Maybe he's just
I could've
actually
made
a
it worse.
dipshit. You know what I mean? Who knows?
And he's over here working out in the gym and still in a sauna suit.
What
Shit,
an
I'm like,
idiot.
Hey, bro,
No,
stop
he's an
wearing
idiot.
sauna suits at the
Who-
gym,
Who,
dog.
I want to see this guy. How old is he?
I think I saw him
Roughly.
that day. Was he wearing a gray hoodie?
He was just in I think it was like a navy blue sauna suit, but Gilbert saw him because he saw the guy in a sauna suit working out. Because I saw Gilbert at the gym. I was
Hey,
like,
gym etiquette. Don't go to the gym in a sauna suit.
Yeah, what
Okay.
the fuck?
Because
also, don't yell at me.
Yeah, right.
don't
Don't
yell
yell.
at tall Korean dudes, bro. You're gonna get punched.
Yeah,
in
that's
the face.
shitty.
I just gotta show up just in my boxing gloves and just open the sauna door with the boxing glove.
People are gonna want to fight you even more then.
Yeah, they
No,
probably
I
would.
don't got that heat for them, dude. But that guy was fucking cruising for a bruising.
What is it about the gym where dudes like, because sometimes I catch people looking at me kind of weird too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I start getting mad. Like, what the fuck is this dude? Like,
Hey, fuck the guy who grabs the 30 dumbbells in the gym. You know who I'm talking about?
the guy that makes his own bow flexes?
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Shoulders.
the fucking
The big black dude.
the black Mr. Clean.
He's
Bro,
he
that
only
guy-
works out shoulders. I've
Yes.
only ever seen him hit shoulders.
Hey, you see how big his fucking shoulders are though?
Yeah, but like he literally
Do you
dedicates
look- you know
6
who
hours
James
to his
Harrison
shoulders
is?
every day.
You know who James Harrison is? He looks like James Harrison,
Who's James Harrison?
the guy from the
Your friend?
No, dude.
Jack Harrison? Brig Danger?
no, the football player, the Steelers football
Oh,
he
player.
looks like Ernesto Hoos, dude.
Who pushes
He's big. He
the
is big.
giant like 1,000-pound sled pushes. Like he does that for reps and shit. This motherfucker looks just like him.
Let me just tell you what this guy does. So he goes into
Too scared to say anything.
He goes into the middle
Scared,
of the
bro.
gym, right where the pull-ups are, in between all the pulley machines.
Yeah.
And he stacks, I shit you not, fucking 8 sets of dumbbells.
Poor gym etiquette.
All of them.
All of them.
5, 10,
Yeah.
15.
Sweating his ass off on everything. I've never seen him wipe one thing down ever in my life.
Ever.
Also lays down, you know, the back pull bar, like the
Yeah.
workout for the rows. He lays down on it like this, sweat,
Yeah.
and he does these like this
High pulls.
What,
For
why?
more shoulders. More
Why?
shoulders.
Hey, but you could just do that standing up with other things. Like you don't have to lay. Like what's with the? I hate when
he wants to lay down and work out.
I hate when I see dudes doing workouts you could do in the traditional way.
Yeah, I don't like that
But in
shit
an
either.
invert, like I've seen dudes like a dude bent over, like he was getting fucked doggy style on that same thing, and he was doing like tricep. Like, why are you doing that? Just stand up and do the same thing. You fucking like you're not making it cooler.
Idiot.
This guy took.
Some of them are very unnecessary.
Dude, the funniest thing too is when I saw one of the girls at the gym come up to him. She goes, "Hey, do you mind if I just take the 5 pounds?" He goes, "No."
Like that motherfucker needs 5 pounds. Like he 5 pounds is not going to do anything for him.
Yeah,
because he's so big. This guy's so strong.
I saw him today. 5 pounds.
5 pounds.
5 pounds. The little the pulley machine. Just the one little bar.
Why?
Like this. Sweating profusely.
His workouts.
How's
last
he getting that
3
work?
hours.
Shoulders.
I've never seen
seen him
somebody
hit anything but shoulders.
Yeah, only shoulders. Does that same workout routine. And by the way,
Lateral raises all day.
somebody
All day.
who works out at the gym every day for 3 hours should not look that disgusting. How about that?
Yeah.
Hey, low keto,
Mr. Shoulders.
below all that fat on him.
I'm sure he's huge.
That dude
Well,
jacked.
he is big.
He looks
always
like an
wears
ex-football
He
player.
always, he does always wear puffy. But I
They
just want to
gotta-
know why he only hits shoulders.
Someone heard him, bro. Someone said to him, like, hey, you got, like one of my buddies, someone said to him, she was a front desk girl at the gym, and she said to this dude and goes,
This podcast is brought to you by Uncommon Goods. If you haven't finished your holiday shopping yet, don't panic. We've got a secret source for incredible original gift, and that's Uncommon Goods. UncommonGoods.com has the absolute best gifts for everyone in your life, so skip the gifts that scream last minute and find something truly original at Uncommon Goods at UncommonGoods.com. Yo, I'm getting some of the fellas this year glass topper cocktail smokers that's on Uncommon Goods, and it's a dope gift. Listen, all you people out there that give bad gifts for the holidays, like scratchy sweaters, cards with your ugly ass children on it, you can all go to hell. There's a special place in hell for you mother effers, okay? Give decent gifts. Go to Uncommon Goods. Now, to get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/brain. That's uncommongoods.com/brain for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary.
oh, your chest looks kind of small.
Whoa.
Every time I see him
Whoa.
at the gym, always doing chest.
Just for one comment.
Always.
His wife said that to him.
Fucks you.
What's up, tiny shoulders?
You know,
Oh.
what's up, tiny shoulders?
Tiny
Good morning.
shoulders.
Hey, why you got that?
That's why all your problems be hurting you, because all that weight on your shoulders can't handle it. Your shoulders be tiny.
You gotta get them stronger.
Little
you too weak, baby.
shoulders. Dude,
You got tiny ass little shoulders. Yeah, you got tiny little delts, dude.
he works out for hours at a time.
And he still looks like shit, which is crazy.
Well,
I ain't gonna
fuck that
say
guy.
that.
He's
That-
big.
hey,
That
fool's
motherfucker's
scary,
big.
bro.
And he wears the mask nose out. I like that, because when I do that now, I'll just be like, that big motherfucker's doing
honestly,
it. I'm like, give that
I don't
dude
even
some
wear a
shit.
mask at the gym no more, bro. I just
I don't
let
think
it
we
hang
should.
over my mouth.
It doesn't matter anymore.
And also, if you're in my area, like I stay 6 feet away from
Oh,
everybody.
you'll see one guy that's very particular about it. There's one dude at the gym that asked me, I put my mask on my nose. He goes, can you make sure to put your mask on fully?
Does he work there?
No,
Is he a police officer?
absolutely not.
Arrest me then,
I'm
sir.
like, fuck off. Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard
don't-
a lady say that. I was in another room. She's like, can you please put your mask up? I'm like, suck my balls, dude. Fuck you, lady. Mind your business.
But I'm such
You're
a
gonna
fucking
die
asshole.
anyways. For sure. Sooner than me, bitch.
That's knocking at your door. Give it up already. No point in the gym. You're leaving God's earth anyway.
in a fucking body bag,
Yeah.
lady. Damn, Pat, you wild, bro.
Dude, fuck that. That shit's annoying. Like, what
Yeah,
the
the
fuck?
guy, I mean, the guy who told me to do it, like, I remember, like, my internal thing was like, technically, this feels right, so
Hope you
I'm
die,
gonna do it.
bitch. Jesus Christ.
I didn't say hope you die. I was just, you're gonna die.
You might as
anyway.
well set it with the way you looked at her in her imaginary.
She wasn't even talking to me. That's the thing. I just got mad as if she was
You
talking
just
to me.
talked to her.
I just got angry. Like, who the
Who'd
fuck
she
is she
talking
talking to? I don't know. I didn't even see. I was literally in another room. I just heard her voice and it pissed me off.
I just continued the workout, but I started working out closer to the guy.
And every rep you take one step.
I was doing curls, and then he was doing the shoulder press, the free weight shoulder press, the bench. He made the comment as I was in front of him, so I just moved next to him and I just started doing curls really.
She'd be like, hey, how effective do you think these masks are, huh? Think they get all the molecules?
It was pretty passive aggressive.
Yeah.
But I just, because technically he's right, so I can't say anything.
Yeah.
But it's just a really pussy thing to do. It's like, number one, guy, I'm not even facing towards you. Like he's behind me. And I'm like clearly like 10 feet away from him, but he saw my face through the mirror that I had the fucking mask beneath my nose.
Well, it's just annoying. Like
the nose is too much. If it's
the
here,
thing is,
that's one thing. But if it's under the nose,
come on.
No, even if I see dudes like this, it's not my business. You live your life how the fuck you want to live your life.
Yeah.
Like to be like this little police to other dude, like that's fucking annoying as
I
shit,
don't like this
dog.
snitching. That's dry snitching.
That's
bro.
annoying.
Snitching. That's
I
what
like
it
That's
is.
annoying.
I should have told him, like, why don't you tell your fucking mom, pussy?
Yeah. Hall monitor. And you start calling him hall monitor.
I'm gonna just carry
Yeah.
red sausage and
Shut
put it over put it over their fucking shoulders. What is that? You're a hall monitor.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
little
like-
bitch, bro.
Yeah.
What
Get out
is
of here.
this?
Go write me up. Write
Hey.
this up. Right here.
Yeah, like what is
Right
wrong
in the
with
fanny
you?
pack.
Hey.
I don't know, but I was hitting the bag in the kickboxing area. There's a dude cycling. He had no mask on. I was fine with it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, and the guy
Everyone's
was like,
vaccinated
I'll put my
here?
mask on. I was like, bro, you're like 10 feet away from
That
me.
room is no
10
mask
feet
room,
away.
bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a no mask room.
That's a
Also,
no
10
mask
feet
room.
away, everyone's vaccinated most likely,
Yeah,
you
he's
know,
like,
or
don't-
you had COVID.
Yeah.
Also, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Also, shut up.
Most important.
Yeah, most important, shut the fuck
Because
up.
he's like, don't worry, I'm vaccinated. I was like, honestly, bro, you're like 10 feet away from me. You're on the fucking bike. You're faced the other way. You don't have to explain yourself. Just, yeah, because I'm not going to hit that bag with a mask on. I'll
no,
throw up.
impossible.
I'll literally throw up.
Impossible.
There's just certain things you just can't wear a mask to, and that's one of them. Hitting the bag, doing cardio. I heard some lady got mad at this the guy who looks like the guy from The Mummy, the guy with the eyebrows.
Brendan Fraser.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
Oh, the
fuck
mummy
that?
guy himself.
Yeah, the mummy guy, the
bald
ball
dude?
guy. Yeah. He was on the treadmill and he had his mask off.
Emo
Oh,
tap.
that guy
Emo
looks,
tap.
dude. That's
Yeah,
so
emo tap.
perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're
And
talking
everyone
about.
says he's really nice. I haven't met him yet, but apparently he's very
He's always
nice.
talking
But
about food and stuff. I was here.
yeah,
I was here talking about his meal
old,
plans.
This old white lady went up to him and was like, "You need to put your mask on."
Oh,
And he's like, "Like I'm just on the I'm sorry, I'm just on a treadmill."
But you're
And
not
nobody was around him. Like he was by himself. He was
see,
on
that's
the far end.
annoying. That's so
And he was like,
annoying.
Yeah, but you know, I'm also kind of dying here. Like he's one of those guys that actually trains. Like he trains hard. you
Yeah,
know?
he does.
So it's like just let him fuck. And what, lady? You're not even anywhere near him.
Yeah, I
You
was
went over there to
Yeah.
to
That's
just
the
police.
weird thing. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
You came all the way over here to come into my COVID vicinity.
Yeah.
Why would you do that, bitch? That
Yeah.
doesn't even make sense. I would just look at her straight in her fucking dead eyes and be like, listen, I don't even fucking wrap my dick when I go raw.
Yeah.
So shut
Bang.
the fuck up.
Boom.
How about that?
AIDS. What
else you
also,
want?
P.S.
AIDS.
Pat says die.
Yeah, it's the same
AIDS,
lady.
I got it. You want it too? Then get away, dude. No, yeah, that's obviously fuck people like
It's
that,
just
dude.
the
I hate that
snitching part
shit.
because we all know, bro. It's like, look, bro. I think everybody across the world, across the nation, is just like, yeah, I'm sick of masks.
How come we just can't treat people with decency?
We can't agree that like some of the like we don't want to wear masks all the time.
And so,
We got to wear it, you know. But at the same time,
Also,
wear
don't
it.
go to
but
a gym.
yeah, don't go to the gym. Stay
kinda
inside
home?
if you're that
Fine.
worried. Number one. Two, also, people just don't mind their own fucking business.
But you
Yeah.
know what it
like,
is?
just mind your fucking business, and I'll like you do what the fuck you want to do. Leave me the fuck alone. Shut the fuck up.
The person that goes up to Imhotep and fucking tells him to put a mask on, she don't really care.
She doesn't.
Yeah.
She don't care. You know what I mean? Like, if you really do care, you'd be like, I'm not going anywhere near that motherfucker.
I was like,
Yeah.
That's how you handle it.
Right.
I don't have COVID, but I have AIDS. Which one are you worried about?
Yeah.
Hmm?
I'll be like, shit. That's it?
Damn.
Needle. I'm going to lick it and I'm going to fucking stick it in my arm.
Ow.
Straight lick it.
Lick
Yeah.
it.
Straight to the source.
You're done. You're
Do you
done.
pass A's like that?
Enjoy. I don't
I don't
know.
know. Maybe,
I know
maybe.
nothing about
I'm not
fucking
a
medical
doctor.
shit at all.
I'm sure there's a chance.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure
What's the
there's
percentage?
A possibility.
What's the
I don't know.
percentage?
I'm gonna say like a solid like 20 sex. 20 sex.
This guy think about busting, dude.
All the
You
time,
think about
dude.
fucking all the time.
26?
26%?
I'd
That's
say
enough to worry, though.
Roughly a quarter.
That'll keep you up at night.
Hey, dog.
I would be thinking about it.
Yeah.
The guy's
I
like,
saw-
I have AIDS.
you're like, I
and
gotta
then
get
it
checked
hit me,
next
I'd be like,
week.
oh shit.
One of the most
AIDS.
obnoxious things that was on fucking YouTube stories, right? So you know
The
how
shorts?
No. So people will kind of put up certain content to kind of ride like some type of SJW wave, right? Well, people are getting a little hip to that shit and they're ripping them a new one.
That's
right?
funny.
So there was a clip of a girl with one of the most succulent booties I've ever seen. And she was wearing the tights that to the point where it's not just tights, it's the stretchy ones that goes literally in the ass.
So you can see every crevasse.
So it looks. So if it wasn't for the fabric, you would think she was naked.
Yeah, you
right?
can see the vagina. And
Which,
everything.
hey,
That's crazy.
Vagine.
I got to tell you this. Thank you. It's fantastic.
It's nice.
I love it.
It's
but
nice.
every girl
I
knows.
disagree.
Every girl knows, and I asked all the homegirls, it's like, hey, when a girl wears that stuff, do they know what they're doing? She goes, of course they fucking know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's like I have tights all
Trying
the
to
time.
see your pussy.
Yeah, she goes, I have tights all the time. I don't need to wear that specific type of tight. Like you have to really shove that shit in your ass for it to be that way. Because I didn't think it was
Oh, you have to like put it up there.
like it's a very
it's not
specific.
like it's not like how it fits.
No. You put that in your ass. Like you make it form that way. Right?
Sure.
Oh, I see.
So it's
You
like,
literally
oh,
put
shit.
it
must be
in your
uncomfortable.
asshole.
that
Like
must be
this.
so uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's ones that you don't, but I don't know. I asked a few girlfriends before I
We
was
should
looking
try.
at
So we
this.
should do a try on.
Let's
test.
try it on.
Let's try
Well,
it on.
let's start with you, bitch.
Hey,
Put it on.
you gonna
This
see
fool
my
got a-
butt cheeks?
This fool got a dump on
You
him.
do
dude.
got a
You're gonna
dumper.
think I'm a girl,
You do
bro.
got a little dumper,
Yeah,
like
A
dude.
little bit,
Like
dude, until they see the
Pixar.
face.
Unless these
like
little pussy
Pixar.
lips on the back, dog.
You got a little
you know?
dump truck on you.
Little
Like
moose knuckle in
Pixar
the front.
created you, buddy.
The smallest moose knuckle
So
you ever seen.
in the video, she's racking up a couple of weights, and a guy comes over to her. It's like, hey, do you want me to spot you? But in her caption, she wrote, I felt uncomfortable, basically calling this guy a creep. And this dude, in the most normal way, he was like, "Is it good? Are you putting up the weights up or down?" Right?
oh, I see.
Yeah. And then he was just
That's
asking a
different.
simple,
That's
and
different.
he just walked away. And he goes, "Okay, cool." And then she just basically calls this guy a fucking pervert and a creep. But his interaction was hella normal.
He was trying to help
Yeah.
her put it on top or
Yeah,
below,
he was like asking, "Oh, like, do you need it up or down?" And then she was like, "No, I'm good." He goes, "Okay, cool," and he just walks away.
Yeah.
He wasn't looking at her anyway, and he just kind of walked up, and she called this guy a fucking pervert. This girl got ripped in the comments.
Of course.
Like, yo, what the fuck
he
are
didn't
you
do
doing?
nothing. Yeah.
And by the way, the people that were ripping her were majority women. They're like, first of all, we know those type of tights that you're wearing, and you have to wear it specifically because you're filming yourself from behind, and so we know what you're doing. You're thirst trapping online.
Yeah.
And then you have a guy who just walks up, asks you about your weight, and then you automatically assume that he's being a pervert.
Yeah.
It's like you set him up. Like, why did you set this guy up?
And also,
Right.
there's way bigger
Well,
offenses that
also-
go in the gym if you're a girl and some weird guy comes up to you. Like, I see that shit all the time at the gym.
Yeah.
I see weirdos like trying to talk to girls that are, and I feel bad because these poor girls are like really trying to train and do their own workout. And like these guys are like always trying to like, bro, fucking lingerers, dog. They hang around, they ask like these fucking nebulous questions to these people. And they're just trying to work out. You know, they don't want to have a conversation and they're asking like the lamest questions. The
Dude,
worst.
Virgil Abloh died.
You're
Just
like-
some quick little news story.
Oh shit.
You like cars?
That would be more fucking interesting than what these guys say.
Hey, Tesla, right?
No, they're
Excuse me?
this,
Tesla.
Wow, the T, it's a T.
Yeah, man, we got to save the earth. One grass pedal at a time.
Grass
One
pedal.
grass pedal at a time.
What?
Are you having a stroke, sir? Tesla.
Well, you're a bitch anyways. Walks off.
You're a bitch anyway. They
Walk
But
away.
it's interesting. I always wonder too. It's like, I mean, some girls can write in the comments below, right? If they agree. When you wear those tights, I'm very grateful for it. I'll tell you this: they're probably the best thing that has ever happened in my lifetime.
Mankind.
Fantastic, right? But when you wear it, do you wear it knowing that people are going to, like guys who are heterosexual males are going to stare, or do you expect guys not to look? Because I got to tell you,
Mixed signals, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, of course.
I wear
they gotta
sunglasses
know.
in the gym now.
You're just like
He's just like by still grabbing the
Yeah.
ass. Like, he's like, oh, I'm lying.
So I thought this was the dumbbell machine.
Wait,
Sorry.
whoa, so squishy today. So squishy. Huh?
I'm
New-
squishy.
New dumbbells.
100% so embarrassed I'm wearing sunglasses. I literally pretend I'm blind. And now I'm the blind guy in the gym. It's
Yeah.
like, wow, this blind guy could really hit the bag.
He's good. This is
And then sometimes he's like off centers, not punching anything.
This is Daredevil, dude. This is Daredevil. Fucking Daredevil.
David is Daredevil. Yo.
Perfect,
A
dude.
reboot.
Yep. The room is all red and black too.
Just boner, just a fat boner the whole time. Just hitting.
Do you have a boner? It's my walking stick, cunt.
Bitch.
Yeah. You like bullying the blind bitch? Excuse me as I grab her breast and I push her away.
No, bro, you gotta know because
That's
I
your
mean,
walking
because
stick.
dudes do the same thing. Like guys, like if you're like a ripped ass dude and
Hey.
you go, you walk in, you know, you can wear like shirts that are more like fit your shit.
I wear the
and you're-
baggiest shirts ever.
The
even
guys
at
that-
work,
okay.
even at like work or you know, if you like go around a bunch of gay dudes and you wear like fucking tank top shorts, like you're gonna get checked out. Like, come on now, you know that as a dude, I know that, right? So
You know you look good in them pants.
Yeah, dog. Why you
Gators
wear
will
those?
check me. You check you out at any. Doesn't matter what you got on.
All I do, what I do real quick is that I pretend like I'm lifting weights. I get a quick stare.
Weights?
Weights. I get a little weights. See, I don't even work. I don't even know what they're called.
Wapies.
I literally just hit the sauna. I don't know what they're called at all.
Hey, let me get that wape right there.
That wape.
Excuse me. You know the
wape, the 25-pound wape.
I start doing this the thing that looks like this
thing, bro.
Pass the
With the
wape.
handle.
Pass that wape.
Do you know where you're at, fat boy?
Shit.
Yeah, the wape.
Just give me a wape, dude.
Give me the wape, dog.
Just give me a little wape.
If I get mad at me, give me the wape.
Yeah. You
Bro,
do some
gay
dead
dudes.
scripts? Dead scripts?
That's actually a better name,
Yeah.
dude.
I just mispronounce everything. Yeah, I did some bicep whirls, bro. It's crazy.
Bicep
man.
whirls.
What?
Shit. Damn. Huh? Who-
Whirls?
Who is this fucking guy?
I just grab the dumbbells here. I lift up and I move my elbows back. Those are
Nice.
weights. Yeah.
Wapies. Nice.
I have a fucking weight loss bet, dude. By February 1st, I have to drop now officially 25 more pounds.
Where you at right? 25.
So I started at 230 when I
Uh-huh.
came back from Hawaii. I'm
Hey.
220 right now.
Let's go.
So,
You gotta be like-
25 by February, you said? 25 pounds?
hey, let me tell you something. I jogged
You got
for the
time.
first time yesterday. One of the
Stupid, huh?
most painful experiences of my
Jogging
life.
is whack, bro.
Do the bike. Do the bike.
You know what? The bike's really fun, but then what I noticed about jogging versus doing like the stationary bike or even just biking in general is that jogging helps tighten up my core. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1 go.
Yeah.
So it just hits things a little different.
Mm.
Like the obliques. Like my fucking
pop it,
obliques
huh?
are sore, dude.
Because you're just stabilizing
And you're just doing this the whole time.
You just stabilize that core.
Plus,
You're
I
doing
heard
it
this
right.
one fucking phrase yesterday that fucking got me in my heartstrings. It
What
was
was
like
it?
discipline isn't doing things that you like, it's doing things that you don't.
This podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp, my friends. If you haven't focused on your mental health this year, now is the time to start. Listen, we've all been cooped up, tense, and honestly, we know the importance of our mental health. So let's stop pushing our thoughts and emotions aside and keep telling us that we don't need this, because you do, because I did too, and you might be like me. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You don't have to sit at an uncomfortable waiting room, and you can message your counselor at any time while setting up weekly video or phone sessions. It's super convenient, and more importantly, it allows you to be in your own safe and comfortable environment. Listen, I've used BetterHelp, and it was a great experience. I still use it till this day, so I'm about where my mouth is, my friends. I put my money where my mouth is, and that's what's up. Special offer for Genius Brain listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/genius. So visit betterhelp.com/genius to get that 10% off and work on that mental health, baby.
Good for you, bro.
Yeah, discipline's
How long do you go jog for?
2 miles, man. And let me tell you
That's
something. No, I do a mile right now.
That's good.
Miles is a solid start.
It's hard to do
I
a
hate
mile all the
running.
way because you get bored. It's not even the pain.
It's
It's
boring.
the boredom.
Yeah, it's boring.
You got a step counter?
Yeah. I do Pacer, the app, not
You gotta-
sponsored.
Get that step counter, bro. Get that fucking 10 to 15K a day. You're gonna be
I think I do
chilling.
10K in general because I do, if I'm not jogging, I just walk around. I'd be walking all
Yeah,
the
you
time.
be walking.
Just
You're
walking.
a walking man. But you hit 15K.
It's
chilling.
You know what it is? It's the food, the calorie counting thing that's the hardest.
Yeah.
It's just managing how much I eat.
Yeah.
And it always fucking kills me because apparently everything's 1,000 calories, dude.
Like what?
Everything,
What you
dude.
eating, dog?
Fucking food. That's
Food everywhere.
Food.
Everything that's delicious is 1,000 calories.
Yeah.
It's all the combos of the oils and the
Combo.
fat and the carbs. That's what makes it good, right? That's what it is. It's
Hey,
the
since you're a
combo.
fitness person, what is the biggest advice that you would give somebody to help them to start losing weight?
Man. For most people, right? It depends because it's a spectrum.
I'm a client.
here.
Okay, I'll be the client.
All right.
Hi. Okay, that's a fat
You're
person's voice.
yeah. I was like, oh geez.
The way the
Hi.
voice is
Hi.
heavy.
So my partner Patrick, we've been
Yeah.
fucking for years now,
Yeah, you have.
and now he's telling me it's hard to put me on my knees and just ram me consistently. So I'm trying to make sure I lose some dump.
Dude, if
in
I
my
can get a
trunk.
client, if I can get a client that is this upfront with me in the beginning, we could conquer the world.
Mhm.
That's
100%.
we can conquer the world. This can be easy for you to hit those gains.
Yeah.
But most people are not that open.
And now I'm 220 pounds and I need to get down to 190 to fix my relationship with Patty P. I call him Patty P. P's for penis.
Penis. Patty penis. Patty penis?
Just,
made up.
just in case you didn't know. So what do I do to lose
You sound like
some weight?
Eeyore, bro.
I'm depressed.
Well, look, it's a tough question because a lot of people, it really depends on where you're at. Like for most people.
Yeah.
If you don't exercise at all and you are trying to lose a bunch of weight, I would say the best thing you do is just try to get your daily activity a little bit higher for the most part. Go on more walks, stay more active, because that's like, you got to meet people where they're at. Because at the end of the day, dude, like when it comes to fitness or anything, it really comes down to your habits and what you're going to be able to reproduce day in and day out. So for a lot of times it's a momentum game. You have to kind of just build small, easy things like going on walks every day, giving people a step count of like, say you walk, the American average is 3,000 steps a day. If you were to bump that up to 8,000 or 7,000, which is not that unreasonable for a sustained period of time, you're going to see some pretty good results on top of while you're fixing your nutritional habits, wherever that may be for you. Say you drink a soda with every fucking meal. You take that out 3 meals a day. That's like 300 to 400 calories. You take that out, that's going to be enough to put you at a deficit for a sustained period of time until that's all you have to do. So wherever you're at, you kind of want to start a little bit lower from what you think you can do, then because you kind of want to start at a way more base level. You can't try to change the world because then you're going to get fucked.
Yeah. I think the hard part is to like, I think we're kind of in a world now where we want everybody to just make you feel okay about everything. Right.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I've always stated this before too. And if you guys haven't known who I am, I was a very large guy. So it's like this rhetoric of people just saying like, I understand, like, if somebody's fat, don't go out your way to call them fucking fat.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah, don't
That's
be
wild,
mean. Don't
you
be
know?
a dick.
That's so wild.
Yeah. You
You fucking fat fuck.
It's like, okay, for example, like there's these videos online on Facebook and YouTube that are super popular. This is one like Indian director that creates these like
Fat shaming?
No, they create these videos that they're not supposed to be funny, but they're some of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my life. And it's trying to teach morality to people.
Okay.
But they kind of do these short films that are 8 minutes long, but they shoot them like Christian infomercials.
Right.
So it'll be like like the video that I saw was little person gets bullied, right? And it's teaching you that you shouldn't treat little people any differently. But it's this little person that wants to be a bodybuilder and he's getting punked in a gym. But the situation is the most unrealistic thing you've ever seen in your life. Like the dude, the guy who's a little person is actually the guy who was in Logan Paul's camp.
Really?
Yeah. And so
he has a little person in his camp?
Yeah. I don't remember his name, but he's pretty popular. You can just follow his Instagram, but they're all actors. He's just working out. Somebody goes, well, look at the little squirt. Whoa, big little guy holding big weights. And then the guy's like, why don't you leave me alone? You know, like this is not real. This doesn't happen. Nobody just walks up to a little person that's lifting weights and goes, hey, look at this little tiny. He hopped onto that box. He's an athlete, dude. Like fucking amazing. And then I'm like, when have you ever seen somebody in a gym come up to a little person and just go, what's up? You look like a pimple, bitch.
Yeah.
Like one of the disses was that, look at those biceps. Look at those 2 little pimples. And so in the end of
rude, yo.
That is rude.
And so there's a gym owner in the video and he's like an older guy and he used to be a bodybuilder. And he goes, you know what? He's going to enter a bodybuilding competition. He goes, I'm going to train you. He goes, you know why I started getting buff? And it goes into a flashback of him looking at another buff guy talking to a girl. And he goes, that's going to be me. And he starts jogging away. Then at the end of the thing, this is the funniest part. He loses. He gets second place to the douchebag that was making fun of him, right?
Wow.
Oh, no.
And then, but then a Gymshark representative comes up to him and he goes, you know what? I want you to represent Gymshark. He goes, as a little person? He goes, no, as a regular athlete. Gives him a $25,000 check.
Wow.
Right? Funniest part ever. Out of nowhere, he whips out his phone. He goes, I like to pay off my friend's debt. And so he's paying off the gym trainer's debt. I was like, first of all,
the guy that was being mean to him?
First of all, you didn't call anybody. You just picked up the phone and said, I like to call someone.
That's how phones work.
He just picked up the phone and says, I like to pay off his debt.
It's like sauna suit guy, dude. They just don't understand how shit works. Dude.
He doesn't have how does he know where the loan is too? You know what I mean? Like, how does he know? Who does he call? Which bank does he call?
Who do he call?
He
Yeah,
has this information on hand?
And then the guy was just so moved by it. He was like, yeah, I just wanted to see that sketch where he calls the guy and the person's like, who the fuck is this?
Who is this? Yeah.
Who's dead?
This is Papa John's. This is Papa John's, dog.
What pizza would you like?
And also,
pineapple or not?
How does this guy know whose friend he's talking about? He doesn't know who the fuck this guy is.
He has no fucking idea.
Where do you find these videos?
Wait, where did you see this?
So
that's what I was thinking too.
So
Like,
here's
wait,
the
where did
thing.
he say
Like a friend of mine sent it, And then he just didn't say anything at all. And I started busting up laughing.
Yo,
He goes
send me
like,
this
you're
video.
laughing, aren't you? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I am. He goes, so am I. I just wanted to make sure I'm not going to hell. Because it's just the funniest fucking thing ever. And they have multiple videos.
They have a series.
It's like a campaign or something. What is this?
It's
online?
It's supposed to teach you morality, but I thought it was like an SNL parody. But
Yeah.
it's a legit video trying to, and it has millions of views.
That's crazy.
And people are moved by it. They're like, this is exactly what I needed to see. Oh, fuck out
for all
of
the
here.
little people out there that want to be bodybuilders, you know?
It's the
Where they
weirdest
tap into that
fucking
big
thing.
demo.
But they had that. They had another one where a girl who was, it's a true story. It's this girl who's like, scientifically speaking, she's obese. And she's a ballerina. And this is legit. She has like hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. But they decided to do a sketch about how not to judge a book by its cover. Great moral. Her story in itself is already good, but he decided to write a fucking Lifetime short for her.
They just made it worse.
Yes.
They trying to do too much.
She's painting a picture. She's in a store where there's ballerina outfits, right? She's a larger girl. And of course, the person who's selling her the stuff walks up to her. She goes, hi, do you need any help? She goes, I'm looking for a leotard. She goes, ugh, you know it's for ballerinas, right? Because she's fat.
Yeah, fucking hippo. Damn, dude, what the fuck?
With a lisp?
So,
You crazy lady?
when
Fuck
have
outta
you
here.
ever seen anybody who's trying to make a living?
Yeah, not want to
Hey, you want to get fired on your first day, bitch?
Yeah, what?
And she goes, yeah, I'm a ballerina. She goes, ew? Yeah, okay, I'll be right back, fatty. Walks off.
We'll see what we have in the back.
Yeah.
Speaking of back, look how huge yours is, you slut. But the girl just starts crying.
Wow.
And I'm like,
Damn.
this is not,
Damn.
this is just the most exaggeration of like making humanity seem worse than it actually is.
Yeah, right.
Not a single time have I ever seen that in my whole existence of living as a fat person. When I was trying on a suit, somebody just walked up to me and was like, hey, why don't you burst out of those seams, you fat fuck? Nobody has ever walked up to me when I was in a Macy's trying on a suit.
The
Saying,
guy from
nice wetsuit, fatty.
It would have been good if the guy from Men's Warehouse said that to you.
I know. How are you going to sell a suit when you can't fit it, you idiot?
But you're going to like the way you look.
Yeah,
But
like
you're
it,
gonna like
maybe.
the way you look if you can fit it, you fat fuck. And I started crying as I was helping people out selling suits. It's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, man. But like people keep doing this
Are
shit.
they all Indian actors?
No, these are all American actors.
Dude, I want to see these videos.
Yeah, we gotta
Bro,
go
I'll
watch this.
we'll watch it after the shit. You'll fucking
Dude, yeah, I gotta
Die.
see these.
Some after school special shit.
Yeah,
you know?
what is this
like
shit,
some
dude?
really
It
bad
looks like
Some
a
wishbone
Christian
ass shit.
fucking infomercial.
wishbone ass shit.
Dog, it's the most ridiculous shit. If you guys have time, I know some of you are gonna watch this and you're gonna think I'm a fucking asshole.
Does
No,
it have-
bro, that's
does-
hilarious.
Does it have like that little filter of like
Yeah, like the gauze.
kind of hazy?
Like the soft, the
Kinda
light
hazy.
white.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
It's
like goosebumps and shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Wishbone
yeah.
had that. Wishbone had that.
What's
Yeah.
the story, Wishbone? It's so
Bro,
the
some
thing that
Wishbone
upsets me is
shit.
that it has 25 million views and then people are moved by this. I'm like, how? How are you moved by this?
It's the common man, yo.
And then people are telling their own stories like, yeah, I walked into the store and I could tell people didn't want me there. It's like, well, first of all, did they actually walk up to you and go, Shamu?
Yeah, right.
Whoa, look, this isn't a hot dog store.
Yeah, I like that one.
Whoa!
Damn.
Holy shit. Like okay, I'll tell you this.
Holy
Because they're kind
fuck.
of excited. They're kind of excited that you're in
this
here, you
fat
know?
motherfucker.
I know.
What it is, Patty?
What it is, Patty?
They just had a fucking trumpet behind them. Boom, 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 boom. That's never fucking happened.
Yeah.
The worst thing that has ever happened to me was when I was at my parents' store and then a little girl came up to me. She rubbed my belly and she was like, my mommy's pregnant too.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
see, that's more realistic.
That's realistic because
Yeah.
this kid doesn't know about
She doesn't know.
Kids and people that are close to you are way more likely to say some worse shit than
Oh,
the
yeah.
fucking attendant at Foot Locker, you know?
Yeah.
Like they would never say some shit like that.
Yeah,
I
right.
socked that little kid and we were good after too.
Yeah.
What's up, bitch? The fuck?
Fucker, dude.
Put you back in your mom's pussy. That's what I said.
Damn.
Well, guys, that wraps up this episode of the Genius Brain Podcast.
That's a wild one.
You can follow Nick at Nick the Ear for all your fitness needs. Nick has been helping people get on the right track to fitness in life.
Yeah.
Don't sound so sarcastic.
For
though.
years. For years. He was the original guy that was calling people fat in fucking
Yeah.
retail stores.
For sure.
Yeah.
100%.
And I turned into a business. So,
Yeah.
holler at me.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
Yeah, good for you.
What's the size of your belt? Planet? You fat fuck. Here's my card.
That's a
I
good
can say
line.
these jokes. I'm still fat. So when I lose the weight, no longer. But for now, I can still make fat jokes. And then you can find Patrick at patrick.t.riley.
He
on
making fun of
Instagram.
fat people all the time.
All the time.
That's
do
his
it.
job, yo.
Gotta do it. Sorry.
Every day, dude. This fool just sticks Snickers in people's pants. Like, you're going to need this for later. I say these jokes because these are jokes that have been sent to me. And that's Pat for you guys.
Yeah.
Follow
That's me,
them, see when he's
100%.
going to do his next stand-up show, and then beat it. See y'all next time.
Dang.
Peace.